Hello there and welcome back to Surviving Bedrock. So, at the end of the last episode, we finally managed to kill our Ender Dragon just over there, on the platform over there, and we've been hiding out over here, waiting to go and do some end raiding. And that is what we are going to do today. So, when we killed the dragon, we had a shiny new end gateway appear on our end island, our main end island. So what we're going to do now is we are going to prep that end gateway. So I'm going to want some blocks. We can get rid of you. I'm going to get rid of the pumpkin head because I just don't bother using them. We don't need that. Right, that spare block there. Right, that should be good. And we'll break that. So yeah, what we're going to do is we are going to prep this end gateway so that we can get to hopefully an untouched section of the end. And what we're going to do that is I'm going to reverse staircase up to this. How are we looking? Looking reasonable. That's looking quite good to me. So we can just we're just going to put a bit of a safety box around here. You don't need to do this, but I do like to do it myself. Just stops. Oh wow, that was certainly something, wasn't it? And this is why you have a spare set of backup gear. Oh my days. The biggest issue is I don't have, because that was my Silk Touch pick. Okay, well we'll have to find one. Okay. And there's now in there either. I'm going to have to go and dismantle some of this because I'm going to need some blocks. So we're going to take my diamond pick. We'll put my backup gear on. We have some backup food. But yeah, that's why you put a spare set of gear before you go to the Nether. Because all it takes is one Enderman to punch you in the back of the head, even though I don't think I ever locked into that Enderman. I don't know about you, but I didn't see myself lock into it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go and get myself some blocks so that I can get back into the end. And then we can go and we can get all of our end raiding done. All right then, so I have had to come back to my base. Yeah. There are a few things that I think are pretty essential when end raiding. And I don't know any of them, so I've had to come back to get it. The first one is, and probably the most important, is feather falling on a set of boots. You are going to get hit by shulkers when you are end raiding. You are going to plummet large distances whilst you are end raiding. Hopefully you don't plummet into the void, which is what I've just had happen to me. But you are going to fall, and having that feather falling means that you are not going to die. So, or hopefully not going to die. At least until you get your Elytra. So I think feather falling is a must, and I didn't have it on my backup pair of boots. The other two things that I would really like and make life a lot easier. One's a silk touch pick. Easy for me to say again. That's going to allow me to pick up all the ender chests that we're going to find when we are end raiding. The other one, probably more important because it halves the speed of everything that you do, is a looting sword. And my looting sword was on me when I died. So I'm not got any of that stuff. So we are back in my base. And we are going to do the grind all over again. So I'm going to go and chomp some trees. I'm going to then do some trading to get some emeralds. We will probably run the slime farm for a bit, just so that I can get some levels that way round as well, because that's probably going to be the quickest way I've got of getting levels now. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and we shall see you hopefully not too long a time with a bit more gear on me, so I can go back and actually get this run done. Alright, so we are back in my end portal room. So we've got another full set of protection gear, which is quite important, so I'm not going to die. I do have a silk touch pick, however, it's in my ender chest, so I don't die with it on me again. I have a spare ender chest, so I can get it out when I get to an end city. So I can then come and start grabbing more ender chests as well. We have a looting sword, so we can get some shulker shells when we get there as well. And this time round, I know I don't want to do it, but we are going to stick a pumpkin head on so that we don't die to random endermen. So let's go back inside the end. So now we're back inside the end. And what we are going to do is we are going to complete my little safetyfying of my end gateway. See, I can look at you now and you don't do anything. I'm not going to get punched off. Touch wood. They could have been famous last words, couldn't they? Right, so let us just, that's what we got, we want another 2. Right, so we've got a little loop all the way round. Now what I'm going to do, give myself a little safety wall. All the way around the outside of this. One around here. And we're going to put a little roof on top of it. Right. And now we have a nice, safe end gateway that I can do whatever I want with, and no Enderman can come and get me, and I can stare at whoever I want, and I'm not going to get punched to death. They might be able to get up here, but they can't hurt me, and I can just punch him out of the way. He might come back up, but we're all good. So, before we go through, I did bring some end crystals, some ender pearls last time round. Not this time round. We are going to want some wood. We are going to then create a crafting table. We're going to stick that in a corner. We're going to turn some of these planks into trapdoors. And then all we're going to do is we're going to whack a trapdoor there. And now we can crawl through our end gateway. And you don't have to worry about an ender pearl. And we will drop out somewhere, hopefully reasonably safe. So that's my next job. And we're going to go through here and we're going to hopefully find ourselves in a pretty fresh place in the end where no one's been, and hopefully find ourselves some end cities. But I'm going to show you the best and the quickest and the easiest way of doing that. So I shall see you on the other side of this portal. Right then, so here we are. We appear to have appeared, so you can see in my top left corner up there the coordinates of where we are. And we're on a really tiny little island, nowhere near anywhere. Now, the downside to using RTX is the render distance. So what you would normally do in the end is you would turn your render distance up as much as is humanly possible, and that allows you to see much further in the end so that you'll be able to see where the nearest end cities are. I'm not going to do that because I like playing in this RTX pack. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to use a site called Chunkbase to find my nearest end city. Right then, so this is Chunkbase. Chunkbase is a great little website that allows you to go in and have a look at the actual map of your world. So if we go to apps and seed map and you put the seed of your world in here, we can click on the end and this will bring up a map of the end. And this map of the end will show you, and you can zoom in and out, but it will show you where the nearest cities are. So ones with Elytras marked on them should have a ship where you can get yourself an Elytra. Now I dropped in at 700, minus 700, 1000. So we were right about here. Minus 700, 1000. So we're in the middle of this. So we want to scroll across. And we've got a fair few cities around here, and all of them have Elytra on them, which is nice. So my nearest one from there is going to be minus 257, 132.7. So that's where we're going to head to now. Now we're going to come across, and from looking at this, I'm at minus 700, 1000. I am slightly south of there, so I'm there. So basically, I want to pillar across to this location here, and that will put me hopefully on a bit of solid land. So we're going to head positive X, and that should hopefully get us across to the mainland where I can then walk across and try and find this end city and hope that someone hasn't been there before me. Right, so positive X is in this direction. Now, this is quite a long gap, but I think it's probably going to be the easiest way of doing it. This is why you bring lots of blocks to the nether with you so that you can get across big sections like this. I could go backwards, but then I'm going to have to pillar across because that goes the wrong way. I could go over here, but it's lots of ups and downs, and it's just as long by the looks of things, and that way it's the wrong direction anyway. So, what we're going to do, we're going to find over here. We are going to hold shift for as much as is humanly possible, and we are basically just going to pillar in a dead straight line all the way over here. I reckon it's about 200 odd blocks that I'm going to need to go. So we've got 4 stacks of cobble. We should be good. I don't think it's much more than like that. So we should be able to get across here quite easily. But hopefully nothing's going to happen and you're not really going to want to watch me just play a straight line of blocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our way over there and I shall get you back once we find an end city. Right then, here we have our first end city. So let's see, can we get straight up to it? We can indeed. It's a reasonable size. We have a ship. So as long as this hasn't been raided already, we should be able to get basically everything that we came here for from this one. Now, there may well be other bits. I am going to do more than one city. We're going to head out in pretty much a straight line away. Especially if you're on a server, what I would recommend is don't do all of the nearby end cities because you'll really make enemies on your server, because when they try to go end raiding, they won't be able to get anything until they get much, much further out. So your best thing to do is to pick a direction. I looked at you, didn't I? Where is he? Go away. So yeah, your best thing to do is to pick a direction, go to the first one, and then go directly away from your main end island. That way round, someone else can go a different direction and they can get some, and so on and so forth. It just makes life a lot easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into the bottom of this end city without trying to look at too many endermen. And we're just going to see, normally by the front door, which will be just round here, there should hopefully be, and there are, a couple of shulkers. Get me inside. Wait for the levitation effect to wear down. Grab some shells. That's good stuff. So, the fact that there are shulkers at the bottom of this end city is a really good sign, because generally those are one of the first shulkers that people will kill, or the last, depending upon which way you go through. But that means that I don't think that this end city has been raided. Now, rather than work my way up through this end city, what I'm actually going to do, how much we should have enough, we've got what, 125 blocks there. I'm actually going to go straight for the end city, because working for the end ship, because end raiding with an Elytra is so much easier than not. So, my first port of call, where did the ship go? Ah, there it is. So my first port of call is going to be to pillar up to this ship up here. And that way round, once we've pillared up to that ship, hopefully we'll have my Elytra, and then we can go top down, which is so much easier than going bottom up. So, I shall see you in a minute, hopefully on a ship, where we will go and grab ourselves an Elytra, and we can show you some of the other stuff that we brought with us and why we brought it with us in the first place. See you soon. Alright, so here we are on the outside of the ship. I am going to swap that back over because I don't think we're going to get any endermen up here. I'm going to break in. Now, oh no. Oh no. Somebody has been here before. They've not killed all of the so they've just come in and raided, so this is going to be either Rafe or Sammy. I can hear shulkers. But having a look around, actually, I can't see a huge number. There's a few, but there's not many. Okay, so looks like we're going to have to go hunting for... Oh, there's a shulker right below me. Looks like we're going to have to go hunting for another end city before we can get our Elytra. So I'm going to go and do a bit of a hunt. You're not going to want to watch me pillar across loads of different areas. So I'll be back momentarily, hopefully with a brand spanking new end city. Hopefully this time we shall see if we can get ourselves our Elytra. Okay, so we got take 2 this time round. Portal window in here. Aha, we have a shulker. Try and dodge the shell. There we go. But here we have. So, we have our chest. Ooh, loads of diamonds. We have another chest plate. Not a bad little chest plate, actually, with projectile protection. Iron chest plate, not going to bother with that. Over here, I got a load of gold. We will definitely take the gold. I'm not going to bother with the iron or the iron armor. Well, that's got feather falling on it. Not bad. Not a bad set of iron boots, but we don't need to worry about that. And this is what we've come for. So we pop out our Elytra. Arguably the most important item in the game. Allows you to fly and everything else, which makes our life so much easier, especially when you are end raiding. So what we are gonna do now is we will take our ender chest. We'll drop you down there. We will take our anvil, our enchanting books that we brought with us, our gunpowder and our paper. That's pretty much all we need. First thing we are going to do is make ourselves a crafting table. I'll stick that down there. So we plop down an anvil and a crafting table. We take our Elytra and we add unbreaking to it, which is the first thing that we really want to do. We also, if I can squeeze mending on there as well. I didn't know if I had enough levels to get that done, but there we have an unbreaking and mending Elytra. We are going to pop you out. Stick that back in there. And I'm going to want my silk touch pick now so we can get rid of that one. And then here we are going to make ourselves a couple of stacks of rockets. So we have 3 stacks of rockets. And then the next thing we're going to do, as we have already picked up 4 shulker shells, we are going to make ourselves 2 chests and swap those into 2 shulker boxes. And now I can start putting some of the stuff that I don't need anymore into this shulker box. The gold can go in there as well. We'll leave the endstone, the cobblestone. Do we get rid of the carved pumpkin? No, we'll keep the carved pumpkin just in case. But now I can store a shulker box. I'll store 2 of them inside my ender chest and give me a load more storage space. So that is our Elytra fixed. With my silk touch pick, I can pop that. I have rockets. I'll stick rockets over there. We'll stick you back up there, and we will swap over to my Elytra. You can go up there and swap backwards and forwards between you 2. Where did I just put my silk touch pick? There we go. And now I can fly, and we will grab some more instant health because they're quite handy to have. Oh, the shulker died. We'll grab our shulker. We will just wander over here. Give me some blocks. Because we'll take proof that we have been over here. I've done it again. We'll pop off the dragon's head. Take that with us. Get my sword ready. We'll have a quick snack. So yeah, this is the other reason why you your Elytra is now what I can do is, rather than having to work my way up these things, I'm going to go land over here at the highest point, and I'm just going to work my way down. What we'll do is we'll land up here, we'll work our way down this part of the end tower, go across into this section, cover those two bits off, go through this building. When we get down here, we'll probably come back outside, fly back up, and do these sections up here. These tall towers don't generally get a huge amount off of them, so I may not go at the very top of the tall towers, but certainly these larger rooms here you do want to go through. There's going to be quite a lot of shulkers in these areas, and they're really handy for getting yourself lots of shulker shells, which is what we want. So we can fly over here. Oh, so nice to have wings. We will jump in this section over here. Got hit by shulkers, which is what is going to happen, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. They do damage, but it's not the end of the world. And the other great thing is, with your Elytra on, if you hit the jump button whilst you are in the air or levitating, you can actually go down with an Elytra, whereas normally you would just be stuck. Was there another section over there? Let's have a look. No. That was that room done. We will come down here. If we can't get hit, there we go. Come over there. You do have to keep your health, your eye on your health when you are running through end cities, because you will take a lot of damage from shulkers. We will grab some more gold. And then generally what we like to do is, every time you come across an ender chest, drop your current ender chest into it, and then break that ender chest, pick it up, and just keep rotating your ender chest, so you get a nice steady supply of ender chests. Oh, there's another shulker around now. Come on, hit me. Thank you. We'll go back up. Oh, you got popped again. Where did you go? Outside somewhere. Okay. And we'll fly down. There we go. My levitation's popped. Get the one on the door on the way out. We'll come back in here. Eat some food. Get my health back up. And yeah, that's the gist of what we're doing today. Is I'm just going to now work my way through here. We're going to go over and grab that door over there. And then what we'll do is, we're quite low, so we'll fly back up and we will go on top and do this top section over here next. So I'm just going to work my way round. We'll pop these. Pop that, because I'm going to go over there in a second anyway. Run over here. There he is. Any shells for me? No. Boo hiss. We'll fly up. I'm not going to bother with these top sections. We'll land here. Got some shells from that dude. None from that one, unfortunately. We will try and use this to get me up here. No. You gonna hit me? Come on. Thank you. some shells for me. Thank you very much. We'll have a bit of a hit here and here. You flew away. You inside or did you go outside? I never bother really. There's so many shulkers with places like this. Mending boots. On Lewis. 11 shells already. Got my ender chest in there. Break this one, so we've got another ender chest to go. And yeah, that's how I raided End City. We'll go at the top, we'll just work our way down, hitting all the large major rooms. I don't need every shulker that's out there. I'm not going to mess about on the outside. I don't have a great supply of gunpowder at this precise moment in time, so I need to be quite sparing with my rockets. But once I've worked down this End City, we will take a head over to the next End City. Generally, as I say, I'm going to try and aim out in a straight line away from the central portal, just so once people's hit one of my looted cities, they're not going to sit there and go, you know, keep going in the same direction, because they're going to be looted as well. So I'll show you as we go around some bits and bobs, but I'm going to aim to get myself at least a couple of stacks of shulkers, so I can have plenty of shulker shells. I'm going to get a couple of stacks of shulker shells, so I can have plenty of shulkers when we get back to the overworld. But we shall see you in a bit. Not a bad little shout. You can get some really decent finds in the end. So we're on a second ship that we've just got our second Elytra from, and look, there's another one just over there. So yeah, you can get them spawning really quite close to each other. So that'll be our third Elytra, which for Elytra is probably enough, to be brutally honest. Gives us a couple of backups. So I'm not going to actively hunt for end cities that have end ships anymore, but we are just going to work our way through this one. That one's only got a tiny little end city, as you can see, a single building, whereas this one's got quite a bigger one. So although this isn't too big, we are going to jump over here and finish clearing this one out. All right, so we're on our fourth end city right now. I've now got 4 Elytra, so that is definitely enough for me. Whilst most of the rooms in an end city are this sort of size and style, where you've just got a few guys inside it, this big, tall, large pillar room here, these are the ones that you're really looking out for. These guys we'll show you right about now are both the best rooms for getting hold of shulkers, but at the same time are probably the most dangerous room for getting shulkers. So I'm just going to clear this one out here. And again, we'll just wait for this guy to come and punch me in the face with his shell. Come on. Can I get a shell to the face, please? Thank you. There's another shulker over the side there. Yeah, he's hidden around the back just there. I'll go grab you. We'll grab you. We will have the horse armor as well. We'll have the gold. We will just dig myself through there. You died, but I don't know whether you dropped anything. Okay, so let's get my stuff packed away. You. Spare Elytra. Not that one, that one. I'll grab all the rest of the spare stuff out of that one. You. Another spare Elytra. We're up to nearly a stack of shulkers as well, which is good. Put my shulker in there. We can stick my ender chest in there. We'll break this ender chest. Right, so this room here, again, we're going to come at it from the top because that's going to be the easiest way of dealing with this specific room. up here, do want to eat. And we aren't going to go too nuts in here because you will get a load of shulkers in this room, as you can see already. So there's always 2 chests up in this room in the corner. I don't want a second diamond horse armor. We might as well. Set of pants with some mending on it. We will take a second saddle because I might try and bring a couple of camels home. But if we get close to the edge here, now we're going to try and deal with this with some bow work. Because although I'm going to get less, you do really need to try and cheer this out a little bit before you go too mad. There used to be a bug with these rooms where you would get double spawns. Everything would be doubled up in here. And that used to be absolute bedlam trying to work it out. Because you'd just have so many shulker shells flying around. But as you can see, if we have a decent look down, all the way inside here, there are shulkers all over the show. And these things can cause no end of pain if you just end up continuously getting popped by shulkers. Wait for it to open. There we go. And again, there's another one dead. And we got a shulker from that as well. A shell from that even. Not that one. Just closed. Not that time. Gotcha. So yeah, you can just stay up the top here, ping them all down. You don't get as many drops doing it this way, obviously, because you don't have looting on your bow. And you do have to wait for the shulker to actually open before you can shoot it. But it is definitely the safest way of doing this. Are you even going to be able to open up there? No, you're not. However, you probably are. That one done. That one does open up down there. That one done. That one's actually opening up as well. But yeah, you can just snipe most of these guys from upstairs, which looks like we've pretty much done. Now then, did I see shulkers up here? I'm going to jump down, see if I spot any shulker shells, or if they all dropped to the floor. I think they've probably all dropped to the floor. There's just the one guy left that I can see, so we'll glide down here. I can hit him from the floor. And we'll pick up any shulkers that have dropped. Not a huge amount. I dropped too far. And we'll just clear this room out of the bottom. But no, that's the gist of how we go through and we raid our end cities. As I say, I'm going to try... Oh, there's 2 over out. To get myself at least a couple of stacks of shells. I think I've got almost a full stack now. So I don't need to do too much more. And get as much. Don't want those really. Don't want those really. So yeah, we're just short of a stack. We can drop that in there. Drop that one in there as well. We got 8 ender chests. So yeah, I'll come back to you once we've got everything that we want and we've raided a few more cities. And we shall show you the easiest, quickest and best way of getting yourself back once you've been end raiding. Alright, so we have pretty much finished our end raid by the looks of things. So we got ourselves just over 2 stacks of shulkers. I may well come back and get a load more shulkers. They are always handy to have, but this was certainly going to see me through to begin with. We got ourselves a few end rods. We've got some chorus fruit and some chorus flower as well. We're going to take back some end stone so we can grow some chorus back in the overworld, because you need end stone to grow chorus flowers on. In here we have some gold and some diamonds. And then we have some end loot over here, including our 4 spare Elytra, as well as the one that I'm wearing. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to load all of my gear, and that is absolutely everything, including everything that I'm wearing. I'm going to want my axe into shulkers. I'm going to break those 3 shulkers. We are going to chuck those 3 shulkers and my axe into my ender chest. And now we're going to take the express route home. So the express route home from the from the end, is a remarkably simple one. You go to the edge of the end island. And you jump off. And we fell out of the world. We respawn. And we are back at our end gateway. Because we respawn at my bed. And now I can go back into here. I can then grab my shulker that has all of my gear on it. We can put all of this back on. Yep, that's pretty much all I'm gonna need. Grab my pickaxe. And we lost some experience there, but not really the end of the world for being able to get back nice and quickly. We can put you back in my shulker. Actually. Because we were at a desert village. What I want to do is not be an idiot. It was this way, wasn't it? Up here. Up here. And we can climb this one. That's the better one. There we go. And there should be around here somewhere a camel to put this. What we'll do, make my life easier. One of the big benefits of an Elytra. There we go. Hello, Mr. Camel. And now we could ride a camel home. So I think that's what we're going to do. We have a new gift. We have a camel. What we might do is we might see if we can't find another desert village around here and steal the other one as well. I've got a spare saddle lying about now. And then I can start breeding camels. See if anyone else on the server wants a camel. Might even try and see if we can't set up a camel racing site. That could be a fun game to do. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We shall see you next time. And I'm going to figure out what we're going to do next time. But thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.